Hello, friends, and we are going to be working today on using context clues to figure out the meaning of vocabulary words. I'm just going to move my video up here. All right, so we are going to practice on this sentence, which is from The Boy Who Loved Words. All right, and the word that we're going to be focusing on as our vocabulary word that we're going to try to use context clues to figure out the meaning of is the word in red. So, this is a strategy that you can use. This is one strategy that you can use to help you um, kind of get rid of some of the less important words in the sentence and help you figure out which are the important words that will guide you in figuring out the definition of an unknown word. Okay, so here's my sentence. She was a windmill of worry. She was a windmill of worry. And I included here a little GIF of a windmill, just in case you've never seen a picture of one or if you've never seen one before. So that is a windmill. It's basically like giant fan blades that go round and round when the wind blows, and the motion that's created by the wind that turns a crankshaft, and it can either create electricity. It can be used to in a mill to like grind flour to turn a stone that grinds flour. So you can use it for all sorts of things. But the whole point of a windmill is that it's got fan arms and they're moving around like this. Okay, so now we see a picture of a windmill. Now we have to figure out what it means in this context. Remember, the context is like the setting of the words. So there's some words in here in this sentence that really are not going to help me figure out what being a windmill of worry is. All right, so we have the word she. They're talking about someone, but I don't know if that's really important. So I'm going to take this word. Oops, sorry, friends. I am going to take this word. Hang on, I have to get out of presenting mode. And I'm going to move it down. So she. So I don't think that's really an important word. Was. I don't think that's that important either. I don't think was is going to help me figure out what windmill means. A windmill of worry. Sure, I think we can keep that one in. Of, I think that's an important word because it has to do with worry, and that's a very important word. Okay, so what we're left with after we kind of get rid of those less important words is a windmill of worry. So, how could a person be like a windmill, and how can we connect that to the idea of worrying? The first thing that comes to my mind is I see those arms and they're going round and round in a circle, right? They don't go anywhere except around. So in my mind, I'm thinking, when I get worried a lot of the time, my thoughts kind of tend to go around in a circle, and you keep thinking about the same things over and over again when you're worried. All right? So that kind of gives me an idea that like maybe in her mind, whoever this she was a windmill of worry, that her mind was just going round and around and worrying about something, right? And thinking the same thoughts over and over again, because that tends to happen when we worry. The other thing that came to mind is when you see those blades moving like this, right? They're going around in a circle. I'm thinking of like somebody moving their arms around and being like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Like, I'm really worried, right? So maybe the windmill part is like this person is waving her arms around because she's so worried, right? So it doesn't matter. There is no one set right answer to this. Okay, it could be the windmill of worry could be talking about in her mind, or it could be showing physically in her body. But I think the idea that windmill is trying to show here is that things are going round and round the same point, right? So you're worrying about the same thing, or your arms are flapping around kind of like a fan because you're worried. Great job, everybody.